Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of Top Chef Miami.
Yeah.
3.
So, the show started with Padme waking everyone up, and there was mixed emotions.
I feel like Padme should be here because it's morning here. We don't usually tape in the morning, but you had the day off, so we decided to wait. And
So
I don't know
it was
if
like
we're awake
6
yet.
in the morning.
Yeah, so she's like, I'm hungry. Make me breakfast. You've got 20 minutes.
So CJ was like, oh my gosh, it's like a dream, come here.
Yeah, I know. I think CJ and Padme have some sort of a alien connection.
I think so too, but we'll get to that later.
Right.
So,
there was Breville blenders for everyone to make Padme's breakfast.
Yep.
Because Padme looks like a spiritual breakfast eater. She wants something that's out there.
So, they set up a little kitchen in the
apartment.
Yeah.
And, yeah, but what an apartment. My God, it looked like a TV studio. It was gorgeous. It was gorge. And, wow, they had lots of stuff to work with, too. They had little burners for everybody and blenders and all kinds of ingredients. I could have made, like, a million breakfasts in that kitchen.
So someone...
We don't know if it was you, Hung.
Broke a bottle of truffle oil.
But you got blamed for it, honey.
Hung gets blamed for everything.
I know. Stabbing people with knives, breaking things, not helping enough. Come on. So the favorites, they all looked good, by the way.
They all looked amazing.
They were all winners. I would have eaten any of them. But her favorites were Hung and Sara. Hung made steak and eggs. Good choice. And a shake that had like papaya.
Alcohol in it.
Alcohol! Padme likes the alcohol
he was like,
in the
yeah,
morning.
just add a little alcohol and she'll be happy.
Get your drink on. And Sara made a rustic egg in the hole French toast.
Yep.
Not my favorite. I don't like eggs.
I do.
But it looked delicious. So she had to pick Hung in the end because it satisfied all parts of my palate. Yeah.
Okay, so he won one of the first copies of her new cookbook, Tangy Tart.
Hot and sweet.
Yes, Padme, you are a Tangy Tart.
Top Chef is going on the road.
Oh, shizzle.
They're going on the road to end up in like Aspen at the end. First stop, NYC.
Woo-hoo.
Okay, so they all got plane tickets. They all crapped their pants when they opened them up and they saw that they were from New York.
So,
got on the plane.
They end up in Newark Airport in New Jersey.
Good old Newark.
So, surprise, Padme's there waiting for you.
But you're not going to Manhattan. Sorry, you're going to have to pass a little elimination challenge first before you get to go to New York.
That sucks.
So, they take a tour of the Continental Airlines kitchen at Newark Airport.
That was a huge kitchen.
Wow. I never realized what went on behind the scenes to make airline food.
Mm-hmm.
So, wow. And the challenge this week is that they need to make a restaurant quality hot entree for business first class.
Yep.
So it's got to be good.
And there was like a lot of components to this dish. Because like the oven things on the airplane were like really small.
Mm-hmm.
So you had like height restrictions.
Right.
And everything had to be cooked together.
Right.
So
they got a lot of planning to do and not a whole lot of time to do it. They only have 2 hours to create and pack for business class.
Mm-hmm. And there were 18 portions.
Right. So, they need to they have their 2 hours, then they need to reheat that in like, I think it was 10 minutes for the judges. So, since Hung won, he gets to pick his protein first. And he made a very good decision, I think. He chose the Chilean sea bass. Good one, Hung. We know where you're going with that. And Dale chose to make a peppercorn fillet of beef.
Mmm.
I love beef. Beef, though, a little risky in my opinion. People like their beef cooked differently, so that's kind of hard to regulate.
Yeah.
CJ, Went with the healthy halibut choice. Kind of a light fish, easy to overcook. Ugh.
Yeah.
Brian.
Brian, surf and turf.
Surf and turf, people love, because they get a little bit of both worlds, but the surf is a little risky, especially when you choose lobster, because it's got to be cooked just right, otherwise it will be the consistency of a doll head.
And the turf
was huge.
You didn't say what it was.
Oh, it was a New York strip, and it was huge, and people were like Fred Flintstone overwhelmed with the size of your New York strip.
Casey
it was too big.
Went with veal medallions. I don't know what that is, but it looked pretty good.
I thought they would get into the whole, ooh, veal, you know, you're exploiting baby animals thing, but people didn't say anything about her choice of veal, so I guess there was no PETA people on the airline thing, so Sara, salmon and leek.
So then, the travel experts that they would be serving ended up being flight attendants.
I knew that was coming, you know. Jimmy Canora was the guest judge from the Continental Congress of Chefs. I didn't know there was one. Anthony Bourdain is back. I've seen too much of you, Anthony.
He was a little less douchey this time.
Yeah, he was. I'll have to give him that much. And Tom!
Yeah, Tom. Nice hat.
Tom Colicchio, loving the backwards newsboy cap. Good look for you.
So Brian went first, and of course they said his portions were too big.
Right.
And it was a little overdone.
Yes, and poor Dale.
The lobster was overdone.
Dale was with him, and they did it in teams of 2, as Tim Gunn would say, and he miscounted by 1. So unfortunately, one diner did not get their dinner. I felt so bad for that guy.
I felt bad for that guy.
I know. You think they would have let him share, though? Come on. Hung and Sara went next. And Hung's was a home run, I thought. Everybody was pretty happy with his. And Sara's couscous. What were you thinking, Sara, with that couscous?
No flavor, no need.
As she said, it was fake. It was a fake couscous. And later on she admitted that, I don't know what I was thinking with that. Okay, and then CJ and Casey went last.
Yep.
CJ, oh my god, the broccolini debate. What the hell were you thinking? First of all, serving broccolini, and second of all, it was incinerated.
Yeah.
It was just way, way, way overdone, and you went overboard with the mint. I'm telling you right now, 90% of the people don't like mint. Okay, and Casey, the cauliflower, I love cauliflower.
But they don't like it on a plane.
They don't like it on a plane because I guess you're in a small, confined area, and if it does a number on your stomach, but if you put cheese on anything, I'll eat it.
But they said it was good, so.
They loved it. Anthony Bourdain was practically crapping in his pants. He loved it so much, and that's unusual because that guy is a real, you know what. Okay, so the top 3 was Hung, Casey, and Dale.
Yay.
Yay, Dale.
What about Hung?
Yeah, I like Hung too, but I think Dale's really growing on me. I'm digging the short pants now. I didn't like him at first. I was like, WTF, but now I'm really digging the short pants, and I just like him. He's comfortable as a person. I can relate to him. Plus, I had the same hairstyle in college, so yeah. So, Casey was the winner! Wake up!
She won 2 business first class.
To anywhere that Continental flies in the world. Quite a valuable prize, I think. Although I don't want to use it. Because I love New York. Sara, Brian, and CJ were in the bottom 3. Now this was a tough one.
Yes, it was.
Because Sara, the couscous, the salmon was cat food. And Brian's potato and lobster hash was the consistency of a doll head. What does a doll head taste like?
Where do you get that from?
Have you eaten many doll heads, Anthony Bourdain? Have you?
He has been to many places, so
I don't know where they're serving doll head, but whatever. And CJ. Everybody loves you, CJ. You're endearing.
The broccolini.
No. And the halibut, I think, looked really flaky and dry to me, too, so...
Well, in the end, CJ went home.
I know.
Whatever, Padme was crying.
It was almost. Sam all over again.
Yeah, she was like...
When Tom Colicchio was like, Padme?
Pack it up.
Yeah, she was like...
She had to like wait a couple minutes because she was like...
Yeah. What is with you, Padme? Grow a pair. Come on. You're the host. You're not like these people's,
You're not
psychologists.
Their girlfriends.
I know. Get over it. Till next Wednesday night, when we'll be taping at night next time, so we won't all be like, where is breakfast? So, till next week, kids.
Much love.